taking the first steps to putting all this shit behind me. I cut out smoking cigarettes, I cut out smoking loud, I cut out the drinking, I cut it all out. I got into a training regimen, I started eating healthily, I started praying again. All of a sudden, my mind started getting clear again. I started feeling good, I started feeling strong. Now I needed to figure out how am I gonna make money now? And that's when the idea of a channel started coming into my head. I could actually make a big impact at it. My bill has been extended for another month. I was like, calm. I can enjoy Eid with my family. Tell me why 4 o'clock in the morning on Eid day, the police come and grab me out of my bed. Going back to jail, I'm thinking, what the fuck? How is this happening to me? Why is this happening? I just took it as a test from God to really see, like, have you really changed? Or are you going to allow yourself to be influenced again? Are you really on this shit? Or are you going to succumb and go back to your old ways? Not long after that was my time of sentencing. My barrister was talking that shit. You think it was an episode of Law and Order or something? Like, he was talking that shit like he'd been fucking with me. Like I was paying the nigga. The judge ended up saying, okay, cool, I'm gonna give you a chance. He sentenced me to 12 months, suspended for 2 years. And I was thinking, Alhamdulillah. It could have ended so differently for me, fam. Like, I could be in jail right now. I could be dead right now. Like, there's so many niggas out here that ain't here no more, bro. I'm not going back to jail. Never again in my life. I'm not going back. I'm changing my life, fam. Literally, like, I'm tired of putting my mum through shit. I'm tired of this fucking bullshit. Like, I actually want to live a life that not only am I proud of, that my mum's proud of. Like, I want to live a life of fulfillment, a life of purpose. I want to actually make an impact instead of fucking a negative impact. You know what I mean? So boom, came home, got gas. I remember I made that video. I remember after that though, like I needed to make some money. Like money that I had saved up, that shit was drying up. Like, and of course I told you I ain't going back to jail. So I really amped up my search for work. I can't lie, my CV was trash. You can imagine. But I was trying a lot, so I started applying for jobs like crazy, but no one really hollered at my back. But after a while, I ended up getting a call from some sales and marketing company, and they were saying that we really like your CV. And I was like, you what, mate? I wasn't fucking used to that. But I was shocked at that, you know. But it's like, boom, they ended up putting me through the recruitment pipeline. I ended up coming in for like a in-person interview, which is their recruitment style is quite different. They do it in bulk, right? Because not everyone is cut out for the world of sales, you know. So they recruit a lot of people so that they can find like the right people, basically, you know. And I end up making it through. They end up telling me to come in, and remember, I just wanted to have some work to do just to make some money so I can focus on my content. But I remember like first experiencing the world of sales, like I was fucking shocked, cause think about it, this is the first job that I've ever worked in my life. This is my first experience of even like work life. Like I was just in jail a couple months ago, and before that I was fucking sleeping in bandos and living with crackheads. Like for me to be stepping into the world of sales now, where everyone's like suited and booted and like it's a real like office environment, like shit was like raw, like this is some serious shit, you get me? And I remember like my first week there, like they were breaking it down, like how the whole business works, and there's like real opportunities to like build your own business. You can gain investment into all sorts of shit. Investment to go on like trips, investment to start your own marketing company. And I was like, bro, this is looking kind of nice, you know. And then they had some people coming in and talking. Like, I just so happened on my first week to be lucky enough to hear from actual businessmen that have been in the sales and marketing company for years and years. And these niggas are fucking millionaires. Like actual millionaires speaking to me, and I didn't have to pay nothing. And they all started just from knocking on doors and just pitching people, fucking door-to-door sales. And these men now running huge marketing companies, making hundreds of thousands of pounds a month. And I can't lie, that shit was like, when I heard this shit, I was like, bro, like, this is looking kind of mad, and I started asking a lot of questions. I started like chatting to people, networking, like really delving deep into the shit. And I realized like, yo, like I can actually build something here. Like I can actually learn so much shit here, gain bare skills, and I can actually like do something big here, and like eventually funnel the money that I make here into like something else. Like I wanted to like open up my own gym, and that's one of my dreams, like to open up my own gym, make a place for the community where like people could come train, like the young G's can come pull up and put like a boxing ring in there, get the young G's to come, train some boxing, like a bit of like a youth center kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm thinking, yo, like I can do something big here, So after a while, like I started just going, I dived headfirst into it. I dived headfirst into it, and I fucking jumped straight into the world of sales, learned everything that I could learn about sales. I ended up getting promoted to a leader within my first 4 weeks. I started coaching people. I started mentoring people. I started teaching other people sales. And then I ended up building my own team. I started actually building my own marketing company. And I was actually shocked like how much I was developing, how much skills I was gaining. And it's like I got put into one of those games where you just like start buffing your character with like bare buffs and ultimate moves and stuff like that. Like it was crazy. Like genuinely, the amount of shit that I learned in that business, like I will not be the man I am today without being in the world of sales. Like I recommend anyone, like if you ever get a chance to jump in the world of sales, I recommend do it. But especially the business that I went to, because it wasn't just sales. We were learning how to be a leader. We're learning how to coach other people, self-awareness, building character, mindset, discipline, just leadership skills, business skills, like all type of skills man's learning. Do you get what I mean? And what was so weird to me, and what felt so out of like character, the maddest thing was that I was actually becoming a person of influence. I was actually influencing other people, but in a positive way. It sounds mad, but it was weird to me. Do you get what I mean? Like people were actually coming to me, asking me for help with like this and that. Like, I was actually someone's coach. Like someone's coming to me and I'm their coach. I'm teaching people. I'm helping people. Like I actually built myself up in the business to become an actual person of influence and of someone that I respect. Like people used to treat me with respect. People used to look at me with like some sort of like I was somebody, like, but not just, I was somebody that was impacting people on like a positive note, like actually changing people's lives for the better in a certain way. Like I've coached bare people, and like some of the texts that they would send me of like how much I've helped them, even the people that I never coached directly, but just people that I've helped the way that they've texted me and said like, yo, this is how much you've helped me and that. And like it's fucking mad, like from what I've come from and to where I am now, like it's crazy. It's actually mental. But as I touched on in the video that I made of the return of Shinobi, and when I revealed my face, if you haven't watched that, go and watch that video. It's a very interesting video. It's where I break down that I ended up making the decision to leave the world of sales and leave the opportunity that I had to actually build my own marketing company, because my true calling was still here waiting for me. My true calling was me actually speaking directly to people and actually impacting people's lives on a different level. You know, coaching people and teaching people how to sell is like one thing. Like I help people break out their comfort zones, and I taught people how to, you know, be confident and communicate with people. But this is what I really want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to tell my story, and I want to impact as much people's lives as possible. I want to show people that no matter where you come from, no matter what you've done, what you've been through, whatever situation you're in right now, like, you can change your life. You hold the keys to your life. You hold the keys to the direction. You can choose where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do. No one chooses that apart from you. No one is control of your life apart from you. And you can change it whenever you desire. Whenever you choose to, you can change your life. Don't ever think that you can't, or that you're in a box, or you're trapped, or like you're never trapped. It's all about your mindset. It's all about how you look at things. All right. And this is my true calling. So I ended up making that decision to leave like a guaranteed future, a guaranteed career, to take a gamble on myself and do something that I feel like is my true calling and my true purpose in life. I feel like everything's happened for a reason. I feel like my life has played out the way it has for this reason, so that I can impact other people and show people and help people not to fall down the same holes that I fell into, you know? And so people can just boss up and live their life and take control of their life. That year that I did in sales, like, that was just pure character development. Like, that was my character development arc, you know? Like, you know how season 1 is where all the fuckery happens? Like, if you guys watch Vinland Saga, for all my anime nerds, you know, if you watch Vinland Saga, season 1 is where all the fuckery happens, go through the trenches, you know, but season 2 is that character development, you know? This is where the nigga realizes, you know, his true purpose in life. And then season 3, that's when we get active again. You get me? So now we're in season 3. That brings us to the present day, where I've rebranded the channel, I've taken the mask off and revealed myself to the world, which I never thought that I'd do. Like, even just telling this story, I've made myself vulnerable and showed my weaknesses to the whole world, which is something that, again, I never thought I'd do, you know? Like, even just telling the story was a lot harder than I thought. It took me a lot longer than I wanted it to as well, you know? You can see I haven't posted in a little while, and a lot of it was just me going into the making of this video. Like, at first, I tried to just make the video and just freestyle it and just say it, like, from the heart and shit, like, because that's how I normally like to make videos. I don't like to, like, I don't do well with, like, scripts or anything like that. I like to just turn the camera on and just speak, you know? And I tried to do that with this video, and it was a bit all over the place, and there was, like, certain bits that was, like, raw. And I was like, okay, how deep should I go here? Or should I go this deep? Or should I leave that out? Or da-da-da-da? And in the end, I decided, like, I'm just gonna lay it all out. I'm just gonna fucking lay it all out. The good, the bad, the ugly, the shit that don't make me look good at all. Like, I'm gonna fucking say it all, do you know what I mean? But, like, I had to actually sit down and actually, like, break it down bit by bit, like. But it was a lot harder than I thought. Like, in theory, when the idea came to my mind of this video, I was like, you know what, yeah, that idea is fire. That, you know, that can actually maybe help a lot of people, like me just telling my story, like, in depth. But when it actually got down to it, like, breaking down my life chapter by chapter, there's a lot of shit that your man just be forgetting about, because, you know, life just be moving so quick. You don't be thinking about the past too much, you know? You don't really deep it. But then, like, me actually having to break down my life chapter by chapter, there's a lot of shit that I'll be forgetting about, and it's like I've almost had to, like, relive a lot of this shit through me talking about it. And it was a lot harder than I thought it'd be. That's why I think it's taken a lot longer than I would have wanted to. But I'm really glad that I ended up doing it. I want my story to serve as an example and proof that you can change your life no matter what you've been through. And look, I know everyone's situation is different. I know everyone ain't got the same access to the same opportunities. I know everybody is in completely different situation. I know you can't compare people's lives like that. And I know shit can be looking dark a lot of the times. It feels like the walls are closing in. It feels like you ain't got no way out and you ain't got no choice. But the moment that you accept that reality is the moment that you've lost. I'm telling you, bruv. Because that's the second that you've taken away the biggest power that you have. And that's the power of choice. The power of decision. That's the biggest power that we have. And if you take that away from yourself, then you're powerless. Because what are you without free will? You're a robot. And that means you're not living life according to how you would ideally want to. You're living a life that you think that you have to live. But you don't have to do nothing, bruv. One decision is all it takes to completely change your life. Look at me, I'm living proof of that. Little decision dropped me straight into a life full of fuckery. And one decision is all it took to get me the fuck up out of it. But listen, don't just take it from me. Take it from other niggas as well. Look at niggas like Wallow. He done fucking 20 years in the bin. Came home and the nigga forgave the brother that smoked his own brother. Now, a lot of man could be looking at that like, oh, he's a pussy, he should have came out and read out. But listen, the decision that he made to come home and fucking turn the fuck up, mash bread and go hard in this shit has allowed him to live the life that he's living now and has made him been able to fully take care of his brother's kids and his whole family. But if he made a decision to come out and crash out just because he felt emotional, which we all do when shit happens, yeah, not only would he have fucked up and gone straight back to the bins, what would his brother's kids been doing right now? Shit, stuck in the hood, that's what. But on the flip end, look at niggas like Lil Durk and all these fucking rappers that have fucking made it out of the hood, making hella bread, but they still want to fucking cling onto that shit, cling onto that fucking identity of still being a hood nigga. And now they're looking at life behind bars, bruv. For what? For what? What is it that man are crashing out for? What is it that man are clinging onto? The streets is dead, bruv. There ain't nothing in it but pain, suffering, death, dishonor, disloyalty, niggas snaking each other, niggas robbing each other, niggas fucking each other's bitches when other niggas in jail. Like, bro, I done seen it all, fam. I done seen it all, trust me. How many niggas do I know that are just in and out of jail, in and out, in and out? And let me tell you something. You think that in and out of jail, you have certain man that got a dirty bird and they've been riding that bird for years and years and years. They ain't even seen the roads for the hottest, yeah? And then you got them other niggas that are just in and out. You know, they go in for like 6 months and they come out for a couple months. Then they go back in for like a year and they come home for like a couple of months. But because they've been doing that for so long, those few months that they've spent outside in the middle of those little sentences, those little ones just become a blur. So it's just like one big sentence that they've ended up doing anyways. It's the same shit. Bruv, almost literally 90% of the niggas, no, fuck that, 95% of the niggas that was in jail when I was in jail are all in jail right now. And that was 5-6 years ago. I was in jail in 2018. We're in 2025 now. Fucking hell, that's 8 years ago. No, wait, 7 years ago. My maths is shit. I'm sorry. 7 years ago. And listen, a lot of them niggas came home before I came home. But then they went back in. And some niggas have been back in twice. There's only a few niggas that I know that have been out here. And are still out here. And there's only a few niggas that I still even chat to like that from jail. But it's dead. The streets is dead. And no matter how long you think you're gonna be out here, no matter how long you think you're gonna be out fucking running these jakes, yeah? Listen, big man, you have to get lucky every single second of every single day. Not even just every day. You have to get lucky every single second. You have to be lucky while you're sleeping. I know niggas that went jail when they sleep. I went jail when I was asleep on Eid day. Alright, you have to be lucky when you're eating. You have to be lucky when you're walking. The jakes only need to get lucky one time. They only need to get lucky once. But you need to be lucky every single second of every single day. How long you think your luck's gonna be, fam? Your luck will run out. Trust me. I know niggas, I've seen niggas that have been, that have had clean runs for years and years and years and years. And then when they're 35, they get licked up with a big conspiracy. And then now they're doing the rest of their adult life in jail. Like, bruv, it's dead. It's dead, fam. There ain't nothing in the streets, bruv. Nothing, fam. And them niggas that you say that you're gonna ride for, that you die for, when shit really fucking hits the fan, and when shit goes down, and you have to fucking pay the consequences for that shit, it's only gonna be you in that dock, bruv. And it's only gonna be you in that grave, fam. It's your life. It's gonna be your parents that are crying, my nigga. So when are you gonna start thinking about your life? When are you gonna start thinking about your family, bruv? And stop thinking about a next man. Because I'm telling you, bruv, when you go away, whether that's jail or whether that's the grave, niggas will remember you for a little bit. Niggas will put you on a little chain, niggas will put you on a t-shirt, but guess what? After a while, life moves on. Niggas forget. That's just how it goes, bruv. So what the fuck did you crash out for? What did you go out for? Was it worth your life? Was it worth your future? Man need to change, bruv. Man need to fucking change, bro. Look, I'm not here to tell no nigga how to live their life, innit? Like, I know how it is. Can't no nigga tell you nothing. I was the same. At the end of the day, a nigga will only change his life when he wants to. That's one thing I've learned in this life. You can't force no one to change. That's just how it is. I ain't here to force no nigga to change, alright? All I'm here to do is to tell my story and to let niggas know that it's possible. And if my story can even impact one person, then I'll be happy. I'll accomplish my goal. And if this don't impact you and you don't feel this, that's cool, my nigga. You probably ain't ready to hear this message yet. That's cool. There was times when I wasn't ready to hear the message either, you know? I had to fucking, I had to get burnt to find out that fire was hot, you know? So it's cool, my nigga. But I just pray that it's not too late when that time finally comes. If you think there's no way out for a nigga like you, then watch me. I'ma show you what a nigga that was knee deep in this shit can do. I'ma show you that no matter who you are, where you come from, what you've been through, what you've done, what situation you're in right now, I don't give a fuck. I'ma show you that no matter what, you can achieve and accomplish things that you never thought was possible, bruv. Join me on a journey if you feel like you can do the same. Hey, listen, if you're still watching right now, you're a fucking legend, bruv. It's been a long one. Listen, drop a like if you fucked with the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from all of you guys. Let me know your opinions. Let me know any stories that you guys have been through, if you guys can relate. What are your thoughts? I want to know, man. I'm going to respond to every single comment. Subscribe to the channel if you're fucking with me. I want to create a community full of people who want to conquer themselves, go on a journey to just better themselves and become the best version that we can possibly be. You know, if that sounds like you, then join me along this ride, man. Be on the lookout for daily uploads, no more bullshit. I'm locking in. I'm going to be pumping out videos on communication, helping people with their communication. I'm going to be posting story times, some jail story times. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I'm going to be posting reaction videos. I'm going to be documenting my fitness journey. All sorts of videos, man. So stay tuned and stay active. I'm out, guys. Boom.